protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Middleton against Thomas. Takes a three. No luck, and Milwaukee the other way now. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, two teams that were very similar in the standings.
Yeah, they were able to make the plays to come out on top, but it really could have gone either way, and you could say the same for tonight's game.
Here's Thomas. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. There's a good screen. Dishes it to Bradley. Olynyk sets a screen for Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thomas goes in. The teardrop falls in. Thomas got 6. Bucks trail by 3. Right outside. Here's Parker. And Boston with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Now, here's Bradley. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go.
Well, you could see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. Adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
Celtics leading by 3. Thomas with the ball, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And that was something the Celtics needed, adding Thomas, a player that could come in and provide Clark instant offense for them off the bench.
And, Kevin, I think that was a turning point for them last year. I mean, they saw that they had a chance to make a big leap forward after the trade and responded accordingly.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. He kicks it to Bradley. No good with the triple.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Now here's Wright. 9 points last game. 6 to shoot. Here's Monroe. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up, he can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer, and at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson comes in for David Lee. Crowder, he's checked in for Evan Turner. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. Now, here's Thomas. 6 points for him. The dish to Crowder. This one for 3. Kicks to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Zeller up top. And Thomas has it in the corner. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 8 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this little nugget? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature. Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going. And you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces, and he does it within the team confines.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Now, here's Thomas. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Smart with it. Shot from the wing, and the jumper is on the mark. And so it's Milwaukee now. It's a 5-point game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Brown kicks to Antetokounmpo. Patterson against Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ross. Rebounded by Smart. Celtics leading by 5. Passes it to Zeller. He dishes it to Thomas. Shot is off. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Here's Ross. Zeller grabs the board. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And here they go. And Smart the bucket on the assist from Crowder. Smart's got his second basket of the game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Patterson setting the pick for Spates. Poked loose. Thomas with the steal. Here's Johnson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now a 9-point Celtic lead. And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
Jerebko's checked in for the Celtics. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Vaughn's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Vaughn can't get it to go.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Smart. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. And the basket by Johnson.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
When you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
To the middle, and stolen by Spates. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Right wing, here's Vaughn. Offline with his 3. Boston leading by 8. Jerebko kicks to Smart. He feeds it to Zeller. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage, too. So really solid production in his first couple of years.
Now here's Brown. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers. And the shot is good. Spates has got his first points of the game.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
And Zeller kicks to Johnson. Pass to Crowder. Pulls from the top of the key. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. And the Celtics lead by 10.
It's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
Here's Smart. And after just one. And power forward Patrick Patterson. getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yeah, Velcro utility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Take note of the work they've done on the offensive glass. Guys, they've got a ton of putbacks.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Parker out there with Monroe. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Vaughn in at the two-guard spot. And Turner kicks to Thomas. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thomas got 13.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 13. Rejected by Monroe. Here's Vaughn. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Thomas passes to Lee. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And that one hits back iron. Bucks trail by 12. Middleton with it. Now guarded by Bradley. And Middleton kicks to right. Back to Middleton. Shot clock at 5 with the shot. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside Thomas. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jabari Parker.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Greg, you're talking about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond, and that took some getting used to.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have, Clark, the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. Where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area, and there's still value in that.